All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. The finals are about to go down. The finals between Anime Crossing and We Prep 10 Minutes.
So let's get a. I want this to go to Game 5, but then again I don't because I'm lazy. But if there's any match that's going to go to the final game, it's going to be Anime Crossing versus We Prep for 10 minutes, which are total liars, by the way. They prepped a lot longer than that.
I mean, I'd call them out on that right now. Did you honestly prep for 10 minutes? Right now, someone in chat, tell me. Somebody off this team answer.
Nah, man.
Nothing. Cowardice.
Yeah.
Cowardice.
Cowardice.
Well, Nami's squeaking through this time.
I feel like that was a bad idea.
But we seeing Zach, Nunu, Draven, TF, Thresh, and Jace going away. And I'm so glad to see Jace going away because I just hate him via lore and that stupid smile. That stupid smirk.
I love him. He's my favorite. Yeah, he is a tool, and that's why we were friends.
You would, Mike.
Exactly.
You would.
But we have...
Oh, Shen and Nocturne. Interesting. The Shen Nocturne TF thing, that happens. Some people do that. And it's never fun when it happens to you. Because when it happens to you, you get globaled. And that sucks. However, usually what happens is Shen, TF, or Nocturne will get banned, and one of them will get banned, and the other two will get chosen.
You know what? I think that Anime Crossing is looking for the right answer here. They're looking for... I was just watching the characters. They were flicking through something like Aurelia, who's just like, yay, everybody's here. I have lifesteal. Or Vi, who's just like, you're here? I'm going to punch you in all of your faces.
I'm going to do the punching thing.
The correct... or J4. But it's the correct move in this moment is really to just get things that are big. Get things that can handle the onslaught.
Yeah. So it looks like Nami, Jarvan, and Vayne. Nocturne, Shen, Lulu. These teams are very interesting. Caitlyn. Okay, Lulu, Caitlyn. Well, how do you feel about Lulu, Caitlyn versus Vayne, Nami?
If bubbles land, Caitlyn dies. If bubbles miss, then Vayne dies.
That sounds about right to me.
That's the only thing to say. I mean, Caitlyn does obviously have a lot longer range, so they have to either be super aggressive in bot lane. But Nami does have a heal, whereas Lulu has a shield. So.
And that's the thing. I believe that the Vayne Nami lane is expecting an aggressive bot lane. They want that push up to get that third member of the jungle, whoever that is at this moment, in there to force a big fight there. They have the engage power with Nami to land bubbles, heal, extra damage. Even on your attacks, plus the move speed bonus off every time she hits you. And once she hits 6, she's going to be knocking up everybody in the lane.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they both, Lulu and Nami, also enable auto attacks. So Nami's is a little better than Lulu's, I think. But
and Amumu Orianna. Wow.
That's a little dirty.
Wow. So you want to take a look at Anime Crossing's team. That's some dangerous business.
That is all the dangers.
And these are team comps that they are good at. These are teams that they've practiced. Jarvan was a big centerpiece to their team comps. That's why you saw it banned out in the last couple matches.
I'm gonna tell you guys right now a little bit of a story about why you don't ever let Verisar play Jarvan. So, a long time ago, back in Season 1, I was playing with a couple of buddies, and Verisar and a couple of his buddies were on the other team. And we're hanging out, and the game's starting, and they start quoting D-Town in all chat. and they're all playing Demacian champions, and I was like, oh god, this is the time. This is the match where the enemy team is going to whoop my team's ass while singing this song to us. And that's exactly what happened. And ever since then, we've all been friends. And I have seen Ferrisar play Jarvan to extraordinarily devastating effect, time and time and time again. Right. And leading up to this background is leading up to this. Once I was casting I believe it was a practice match with my good friend Monte Cristo, who is now a caster at OGN. And Ferrisar likes to build Jarvan with armor pen stuff. He's always done that. Even Season 1 he did that. Even in Season 1 and Season 2 he still built Black Cleaver, Yomu's Ghostblade, and Last Whisper. He still did that. So we're watching this go down, and Monty's like, oh yeah, his build, I don't understand. It's not, it's very unorthodox. I don't think it's going to work too well, etc., etc. And then he goes like 27-0 in game. His Jarvan is extremely dangerous. So the fact that they're going to build a team comp that has Jarvan, Amumu, Orianna. Orianna also, by the way, extremely dangerous in the hands of MarinaBot. So we're about to see something that, this is probably the team comp where they're playing champions that they're the best at.
So it looked like we're going to get this big fight going on, and we have these two awesome teams who have made it all the way here. They have great players on there, diamonds and plats galore, and now they're on champions that they want to play. They have team comps that they wanted, and it's going to get brutal. Anime Crossing is a AoE destruction field with a wall that can pop up at any point in time through a cataclysm to get pinned on by a Vayne. On the other side, you have team, hey, we're going to go over there and kill you. Or, oh, you ran away? Well, too bad I have this infinite range shot that will shoot you in the face. I hope you have a teammate to take that for you. So you have these kind of two competing philosophies. One, we are fighting where we want to fight, and two, we're bringing the fight where we want to bring the fight. And we're going to have to see who wins out.
Well, and there's also the other piece to this that I think is intriguing is you've got a huge AoE team comp. Amumu, Jarvan, Orianna, Nami. It's huge AoE. On the other side, you have basically an assassination team comp. You've got a Kassadin and a Nocturne with a Shen. I mean, this team is hoping to get picks, take out one member, and snowball that into the rest of the team. Kassadin is extremely powerful when he has received farm and kills. Nocturne, very powerful. Caitlyn, all she has to do is right-click stuff. And I realize you can say that about most AD carries, but really, Caitlyn, all she has to do is right-click things. And as long as she is allowed to do that, there will be problems.
I agree.
I feel like Karthus would have been a better pick than Kassadin. Sorry to interrupt you there, Dom.
No problem.
But I feel like Kassadin was going to be a better pick, or not Kassadin, Karthus over Kassadin. Too many Ks. To kind of counteract the AoE lockdown. Once Amumu runs in and ults, he stays there. Once Jarvan does ults, he stays there.
Yeah.
Even if Karthus were to die to that, he'd still have his Defile on.
And he'd still be able to bust the ground, absolutely. But
it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that that Lulu was picked up immediately instead of Janna.
Yeah, well, Amumu got last picked. I mean, there's no. Generally, you just pick Amumu or you just don't touch him. You don't pick him last. That's not how Amumu works. So.
Yeah, usually not, but I mean, with Jarvan and Amumu, you can blow Jarvan out of his ultimate. Oh, Dom.
I don't know.
Breathless and stuff.
This game, it's going to be brutal.
It's going to be nasty. What?
Jarvan actually yells for the king in this skin. Not Demacia. I guess he does both, but for the king.
For the king.
He looks mounted on I want him to have a horse.
He's on a horse in there.
Yeah, I know, but I want him to be riding a horse through the game.
Only Sejuani is allowed to ride things.
Have you seen Lubu's horse?
Yeah, it's terrifying.
No,
Right.
not allowed.
I'm gonna say 4-4 on the skins here. Best skins definitely going to anime though. Gotta say.
Warring Kingdoms, Jarvan. OP.
Sad robot of Mumu. Beautiful.
All right. Well, they're off, ladies and gentlemen. It begins.
Kassadin with the teleport. Their entire team comp is being able to take the fight wherever they want. Let's see if they're allowed to against this team fight in the middle of the lane ultimate combo.
Honestly, Kassadin with teleport's probably the next best thing to TF. Oh, wow. Here it goes. This level 1 stuff is about to go down.
They found Nami, but the rest of Anime Crossing is in that bush. I don't think they do.
Oh, hey, Kassadin, what's going on? You're about to get auto-attacked by a lot of stuff. There goes Shen right in. He took Taunt at level 1. And we have the bubble going down. Caitlyn's getting exhausted. Nocturne's in there doing some damage. There's an exhaust going out and an ignite onto Vayne. Vayne flashing, Shen flashing. There's a barrier being busted. Cleanse going down. First blood going to Jarvan. He's going to pick up Shen. Caitlyn trying to get points for some more auto-attacks. Amumu's in there. Oh, man.
That was it. I feel like somebody just yelled, "They can take our lives, but they can never take our freedom." And then they ran at each other, ended up on opposite ends of the battlefield, and like only Tim died. And Tim was kind of dumb, anyways.
Well,
and they're just like, "Huh, very well, let's go home."
the good news is, well, there really isn't any good news for We Prep 10 Minutes. That was just all bad for them because they didn't get a kill. Everyone on Anime Crossing has an assist, and Jarvan is a kill up. He's going to go to lane with a long sword and a Doran's Blade. Shen's life is very difficult now. So, if you're Nocturne, you need to hang out in top lane.
Yeah, a little bit.
Because if Shen has any hope of surviving this top lane fight, he's gonna need help.
And I feel like Sergio kind of messed up there. He stopped auto attacking. I don't know if he had a little bit of a lag issue or was just kind of meh about it. But he just let Pharasar get away. He had the kill on Pharasar and just couldn't react in time. And he flashed right into him. So I don't know, a little awkward. And
Lulu saying no, bad Nami.
Lulu
Lulu and Nami, they're having support fights. Even the supports are going head to head in this game.
Oh, I expected Lulu to get pinned to the wall right there.
Yeah, so did I.
level 2
There's
silver
the
bolts
silver
coming
bolts.
out.
I just heard it.
Oh, wait, okay. Wow! Wow, Caitlyn taking all the damage. Oh, man. Level 2 silver bolts equals hay. What's up?
And that's what I'm talking about those Nami plays. Like, Nami's just one of those champions. If you play Nami, people that play Nami well, win.
Well, here's the deal with Nami. The reason that people even play her at all is because her bubble got changed to have... Oh, hold on a second. Nocturne having a very dangerous game right now. He did steal Amu's red buff, but Jarvan and Orianna are going to conspire to take his. Oh, no! Amumu's going to find him! Oh, Nocturne being forced to flash! Oh, man, Nocturne.
And Jarvan now getting red, going back to top lane. Really dangerous, just as a person.
Oh, man. Okay, well, as I was saying before, Nami's bubble was buffed recently to last for 1.5 seconds, but it also has the little bit of delay on the skill naturally. It's about 1.75 seconds of stun, of inactivity, on an ability that's not an ultimate. That's the longest in the game. So, that buff to Nami actually pretty significant.
Oh,
And as you can see, she's able to hit Caitlyn at her max auto attack rate.
I think if that pin would have landed, it would have just killed her. Should have just died to silver bolts right there.
Yeah, that would have been good.
Yeah, Caitlyn's having a rough time. And that's not what you would expect in a Vayne versus Caitlyn lane.
First, I'm running into Shen, but Shen has the help of 100 purple caster minions in the top lane.
Yeah, and
Meanwhile, Vayne picking up a kill on Caitlyn.
yep, Caitlyn should have just, Nami's too dangerous. Nami's too dangerous.
The mighty Sergio, from what I'm
Jarvan
hearing.
and Shen going toe to toe.
And mid lane, we have Kassadin coming down on Marina bot. We have a very sad Amumu trying to help
And
out.
Shen actually getting the kill on Jarvan. Surprise, surprise. Wow.
That doesn't
The
shock me at
minion.
all. Look at those. Yeah.
The minions really doing some work for Shen in the top lane. He barely managed to not die to the ignite there.
And now Shen and Jarvan are right around, yeah, close to, they're dead even on gold. Exactly. So,
As exactly as you can get.
yeah, that early lead, the Jarvan guy, he just threw. Getting picked off by the 100 purple caster minions in the top lane.
OP. Hey,
Right.
purple caster minions have unionized, so they're really strong.
That's what I hear. That's what I hear. They've unionized and organized. And
But mid lane,
dental
there was
plan?
an interesting little spot. Marina bot almost going down in a kind of jungle v mid smash face that was going on during that entire fight. But luckily, everybody kind of pulled out okay there.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
Lulu getting pinned to the wall.
pinned to the wall after a Nami bubble. I think Vayne's going to have her way with that one. Yeah, there's the flash. The Silverbolt procs for the kill. Bot lane is really in trouble. And I think, you know, if you're Nocturne now, I mean, being a jungler in situations like this is always rough. Because if you got lanes that are not doing so hot, you know, it's your job to help them out. But if every lane isn't doing so hot, you can only be in one place at a time.
Let's see
So,
if Shen makes the same mistake Ferriser did in the top lane and decides to
Yeah.
fight the blue caster minions.
At this point, Shen is pretty much okay. I would leave Shen alone right now, and I would go help bottom lane because Vayne is starting to get big. She's got 3 kills, and if Vayne has 3 kills and hasn't died, and Caitlyn has died twice and hasn't killed, you have problems.
Vayne's got her build water cutlass up. She's set. She sound like a pound. Yeah.
it's-
Oh, and
Yeah,
just
and
to
oh
mention
my
the-
lord, wow. The cameraman just pointed out to us as we weren't paying attention. Vayne has 53 CS, Caitlyn has 19. This is a problem.
Yeah, Caitlyn's poor. Caitlyn's in the poorhouse. Caitlyn's all the poor people.
Cops don't make that much money.
Hashtag facts of life. Hashtag LAPD. And a bubble landing again.
Caitlyn has been unable to do anything about. Here's Kassadin. Vayne getting found. She can't tumble now. Kassadin's there. The Shen ult. They really want this girl done. Vayne is gonna. Oh, the Shen taunt misses. Vayne was invisible. The kill probably still gonna go down. The barrier being popped. Shen under the tower. Kassadin will pick it up. Nami will get Shen, and Kassadin's still down there. Nami getting a double kill. Caitlyn having a barrier. Kassadin also getting a double kill. Orianna's on her way, but Kassadin and Caitlyn both going to be able to walk out. I don't know if that was worth it, but considering Nami is the one with that got the kills there, maybe.
That was well. I would never want to put that much gold in Cuddle's hands. I've seen what he can do with it, and lately, I mean, he's just been this kind of bully down bottom, constantly bubbling and picking on the enemy team. Gonna have to see if he comes back a little strong enough to hold this out for the rest of the game.
Yeah, I mean, he got his sight stone. He got a philo stone. I don't know how much of that he just bought with his first. Oh, Jarvan! Ulting and igniting Nocturne. That might be curtains for Nocturne. No, the potion will save him. So now Shen has a little bit of a lane advantage. Shen 1, 2, and 2 now.
Let's see if Golems can kill Nocturne real quick and give Ferriser the kill. Nope. Okay, we tried. Yeah, he almost died to Golems there. That could have been bad.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this game, anything but a landslide. The gold lead, about 2,000.
Yeah, which for the game that we just did, at this point in the game, we were 4K up. It was a brutal battle, full of death.
Well, Kassadin right now, Kassadin has 2 kills. He also has a tier and a catalyst. Funny thing about Kassadin, he does a lot of damage when he gets to build some AP. But early game, before he's able to build AP and he just does things like catalyst tier, he still does a bunch of damage.
Yeah, he does. Couple stacks of Riftlock. Do the world good.
Oop, and
There's-
bubble.
Has he missed a bubble yet?
Nocturne's
Nocturne
coming in.
coming in
Nocturne's in
bottom.
bot lane, going in. He's going to get pinned back by Vayne. Nami landing the bouncy watery thing.
The move fast water.
Yeah. Lulu gonna get bubbled. Vayne's not gonna be able to do a whole lot about it though, since Nocturne is still there. Amumu's on his way down. Wondering exactly what's gonna happen. It looks like everybody's backing out for the most part.
That ebb and flow, though.
Yeah.
Ooh, Amumu getting caught out by a red ward. Really well placed offensive red ward coming into mid.
Amumu. Everyone knows where you are.
This is a game. This is a great warding game. Last game we saw wards on one side, nothing helping on the other, and now we have wards both defensively and offensively for everybody except for
Jarvan's here. He wants to push some mid lane with Orianna. Nocturne's gonna come out and be like, no. Kassadin throwing out that silence ball and the slow. Amumu is in range for helping, but there's no wards, so nobody actually knows that.
Well, they're about to know that.
They're about to know because Nocturne's about to get gone on by Amumu and Orianna. He's gonna get ulted he's gonna get double ulted.
He spell shielded Amumu's ult and was still able to move, but that command shockwave was just what the doctor ordered.
Yeah, that's
Shen now backing as quick as possible.
That was some.
And Shen's gonna make it out okay.
That was interesting. Nocturne, wrong place, wrong time, getting taken out at his own red buff.
Yeah, Animal Crossing's doing a great job of they're counter jungling as a team.
Yeah,
right now. That's what you saw in the last game.
That's the best way to counter jungle.
They don't mess around. They're all about setting the enemy jungler behind. Because all of them have the ability to win their lanes.
Right.
When you're seeing Vuzi and Cuddles Panda just make a short work of Sergio, who is a 2-time tournament victor, by the way.
Oh, he's defending the crown?
He's defending the crown.
He's not necessarily defending this crown because his team didn't win the last LoL Tourneys.
Ooh, and there's a
tidal wave. Lulu will get it. She will get pinned to the wall. Vayne's gonna turn into a squirrel. Caitlyn's trying to do damage. Shen is coming in. Vayne's gonna back off. But Shen is not. Shen is gonna keep going. Oh,
the teleport from Kassadin.
There's the silence. We have a 3-man here. There's the shot from Caitlyn. The barrier getting busted. Shen is down there. Amumu is down there. Will there be an Amumu ult? It is not off cooldown yet. All 5 members of We Prep 10 Minutes are down there. Nocturne gonna pick up Orianna.
Orianna just picked the bad road.
Top lane. He better do something. We're gonna see a dragon fight here, probably.
Oh, I think they're gonna let this dragon go. They're gonna let this dragon go.
Maybe.
Amumu might be going for a steal here. Nami's trying to stop him.
Oh man, Nami getting destroyed.
And there's mistake number 1. Is Amumu going to repeat this?
Oh, yep. Here we go. Amumu coming in. The early smite. 2 early smites. Huh. Not often you see 2 early smites. I missed 2. It's okay, says Nocturne. Well, all right. Well, at least the junglers are copacetic with their smite missing.
They both know what they did. They're high enough elo.
We can be bad together. So here's the funny thing. Even after that dragon, the gold lead's still about 2.2k. Everything is mostly even, except for this Caitlyn Vayne debacle.
Yeah,
Vayne is definitely the lead, the gold lead. Vayne is the gold lead.
Yeah, Vayne has 3 kills, 1 death, 2 assists, and double Caitlyn CS.
Nocturne and Amumu still talking in chat. I think they just allied against their own teams.
They just jungler bonded. That doesn't happen often.
Junglers generally don't like each other.
Well, junglers are literally the only players on either team that steal from each other.
And now Caitlyn's doing Caitlyn's starting to sit back and use her range to really farm and play this a lot smarter than has been previously played. The ward's coming down off of Cuddles deep into the jungle, getting that tri-bush so that Nocturne has no place where he can hide to ult in.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't Nocvan playing mid last time we cast We Prep 10 Minutes? He was, maybe? I'm pretty sure. He was playing the TF.
That just might be an exclusive. He might just play... I'm not sure. I don't think so.
Or maybe he only plays characters with global ultimates.
Yeah, Kyle, you're wrong about the whole stealing thing, pickpocket and stuff.
No, but pickpocket's just a passive. I mean, like, the way that the game functions, junglers actually steal from each other. They take each other's farm. You can't take, like, bottom lane on red side can't take blue side's farm. The best they can do is push it to tower and make sure that it goes away. But they can't steal from them.
Ooh, Nocturne taking a lot of damage from Orianna. Marina bot not having it. Coming here messing with her perfect little push.
Yeah, that happens a lot when you're Nocturne. You sign up to hold a lane and get a lot of damage for some reason.
Oh, I love that damage. And up
It's
top,
not-
just two big brick walls hitting each other in the face.
Yeah, Jarvan and
that
Shen
was-
fighting each
that
other.
was it.
Pharasar getting ignited, or no, Shen getting ignited. Pharasar ulted igniting. Shen's got some potions rolling. He's gonna get the taunt. He has the shield up. Jarvan's gonna have to back off. That Sunfire Cape doing its job.
And now you know why Farstar always builds the armor penetration. Upset right now. I can actually hear his tiny little Russian anger.
Amu trying to get Jarvan, or trying to get Shen in the bush. Will not.
Yeah, I think Farstar's taller than you, Dom.
Doesn't
Yeah, he
matter.
is.
Still
He's
tiny.
skinny though.
He's like 5 years old.
He's skinny.
I could suplex him. Tiny.
That's true.
And look at the damage coming out down here as Shen ults in on Lulu, looking to grab that Vayne and shake her like a British nanny shakes her child. Not
Wow.
going to get the top,
Wow.
though. Almost getting pinned to the wall.
What?
Yeah.
why
right
why
here.
a British nanny?
That's because a lot of them went to prison for shaking kids. Welcome to the 90s, bro. Get on my level.
Who references that?
Me?
Dom references that.
Oh, man.
And now we're sitting at 16 minutes, going on 17, 3K gold lead, only one tower down, and 2 kills are the difference. This is a game of CS. This game is going to turn incredibly violent in 10 minutes.
Amumu just watched Shen walk by, and then is stealing Nocturne's red buff.
Hey, you know what? Amumu knew he couldn't take Shen 1v. He would sit there, and a lot of damage would be handed out. And quite frankly, Kassadin can move faster than Orianna, so that's who would get in that fight quickest. So, yeah. Ooh. And Kassadin...
All right, well, there's Jarvan down there. He's downstairs with Caitlyn, Nocturne, and Lulu. And Nocturne be able to spell shield that Nami ultimate. But, wow. Caitlyn. Whew.
in the
That
mid,
was violent.
interesting little trade going on with Kassadin while he was there, super low health, trying to defend his tower, and he ults off of out of a command combo from Marina bot, and thought he was dead. He thought he was dead. He stood there for a second. Everybody thought he was dead.
Yeah.
And then Kassadin did Kassadin things.
And then Kassadin things, gave him the cast business, and went back.
Oh, Marina bot just gets ulted on by Nocturne. Yeah, that's the fail flash over the wall. Kassadin's gonna pick up the kill.
Yeah, thick walls,
And
thick walls, hard to hit.
we're pinging a push here in the top lane.
And Vayne is rotating up. They have no idea what's in store for them. This Nami is about to catch a wild Kassadin approaches. And Vayne backed all the way out, heading back bottom. That, I guess, was the right move, I guess.
And their main goal there was just to stop pushing. So.
Oh, yeah. They could have done so much more.
And I don't. They were risk reward assessing there and assumed that Kassadin just wasn't worth chasing.
Shen and Jarvan fighting each other.
And down bottom, just a cupcake of fury.
Oh,
And a
Caitlyn.
giant-
Wow. No, Vayne is too much. Vayne is too much.
And trying so
But
hard.
Kassadin's here.
Kassadin says, "Okay, we're done with this." Kassadin's
You know-
showing up a day late and $1 short.
I
but
mean,
getting
if
the
you're
kill.
gonna trade, if Vayne is gonna pick up a kill, at least you can take her out too.
Yep.
I mean, and Kassadin getting fed. I mean, he's 4-0 right now, so nothing wrong with that. Shen and Jarvan going back at it again.
I mean, Shen has
Shen-
sustain, so
Yeah.
he's able to fight.
Yeah, he's not really able to put up much of a battle there.
Yeah, Farstar is actually getting marginalized pretty hard in this game.
Yeah, that
The
really.
only lane out CS'd is Shen.
Oh, Amumu gonna pick up the dragon. Kassadin's in there. He's been exhausted. Shen is teleported in. There's the Nami and the Amumu ultimate both going down. Kassadin he's going to have to rift walk out. Nocturne and Shen both pretty low. Kassadin on his way back.
That was
No dice.
very anticlimactic.
All right, everybody. All right. Good fight. Good fight. Back to your corners. Back to your corners.
Right. Anticlimactic. Just like, well, no knockout punches that fight. Round 4
Great
go.
timing on when to get out and back in off of Kassadin and really everybody there.
Kassadin might die to minions.
It's looking that way. He has to rip walk away from the minions. He's like, no. Minions are too strong. I can't handle it.
Dude, that would have been the ultimate shaming. Rift walking away and all those little bubbles catching up to you and just being plop.
He just died. That'd have been bad. So 5k gold lead at Anime Crossing. That Caitlyn getting shut down that hard, she's 50 CS behind.
Yep.
Yeah, she's been turned into a support this game. Her job is to ult people that try and run.
Not even that. Her ult doesn't do anything. Caitlyn's basically a non-factor at this point. She just needs to farm. She needs to get on Vayne's level right now because Vayne is a Bork and a Zeal.
And Vayne just sitting there in that tri-bush just waiting. I want you. Come to me.
And Amumu versus Nocturne CS2 is a big factor in the gold lead. And the mid. So 3 lanes, or 3 players of the Anime Crossing are 30 CS plus ahead of their counterparts.
It's not that big of a deal for the mid, though, because Kassadin has 4 kills.
Yeah.
Also, we're at
So-
20 minutes. 30 CS, I mean, 30 CS difference at 20 minutes.
4 kills is worth a
is
lot more
way
than 20
bigger.
CS.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
here-
Kassadin is ahead in gold.
Moment of truth. Animal Crossing.
Shen's ultimate is not up presently. Nocturne going in on Amumu with the ultimate. Shen with the taunt. The shockwave, not going to be enough. Nocturne picks up Amu, and we see the rest of Anime Crossing trying to rotate to compensate for this affair. Nocturne dodging the bubble. Jarvan had chased Lulu and Caitlyn away. Kassadin coming back in. There's the Nami ult. Jarvan going in with the triple knockup. But the rest of Reprep 10 is there. Jarvan taking a bunch of damage, getting taken out by Kassadin. Vayne's continuing the chase. Nocturne very low.
And great play by Marinabot during that fight, being over the wall, just moving the ball back and forth on people. She was in the right place to do the most damage with the least amount of risk. And now that the enemy team is low, Vayne's still really high. They're going to be able to maybe push this turret over. Or at least get a kill.
No, I don't think so. Not as long as Kassadin is still alive and there. Kassadin right now, he's got 151 ability power, which doesn't seem like a whole lot, but then you remember that he's Kassadin.
Then you factor in the Kassadin, Kassadin.
Yeah, Kassadin with 151 ability power is considerably more dangerous than anyone else. And here, Caitlyn is about to get a 1v1 situation that she is not ready for. Vayne, oh, here it is. Here comes a tumble. Next time she gets closer than that, I think Vayne is going to do
Nope, gonna get spotted out by the trap.
well, that's... She had her moment, but she didn't take it.
She was patient. I respect that.
Orianna
Nocturne
trying to steal.
Trying to get his own red buff for the first time in about 10 minutes, and he does pick it up.
With the miss smite, so unfortunate cooldown times for Marinabot. But Nocturne had missed that smite. I feel like the Baron fights.
Oop! And Kassadin jumping on
Kassadin coming in on Orianna. Kassadin doing all the damages.
We're gonna
Wow.
back out. We're gonna back out. He's polite.
Well,
He's
right.
a gentleman.
All he did was pick up his home guard shoes.
Your yawn earlier, Dom, is making me yawn. Thank you. I appreciate it. Or whoever's yawn that was is making me yawn.
That was mine right there. I just needed to get that out. It's really hot for Washington right now, so if I got to keep the body oxygenated.
Yeah, it is extremely hot. And when it's hot, we get sleepy. Because we're Washingtonians and we're not used to the heat.
I'm sorry. If I wanted heat, I'd live in California, the wasteland, or anywhere else where God has forbidden anything from living naturally.
Yeah, pretty much. So
Kansas?
Vayne and Shen are going a little head-to-head. Shen wants no part of that, though.
No, not one bit. Shed knows better.
All right, Jarvan, Lulu gonna ult herself. The Nami ultimate coming in. Caitlyn, Lulu, and Nocturne. Nocturne gonna dive straight into Orianna. He's got the Shen ultimate on him. Kassadin is there as well. Caitlyn taking way too much damage from Jarvan to really, yeah, Jarvan's just gonna destroy her. He dove straight into the back line. And it doesn't look like there's going to be any kills picked up otherwise.
Until Farsar man
I wouldn't
modes.
say that so
Nocturne
quickly.
pretty well. Ah! Nocturne! The fear taking out Jarvan. Woo!
And that right there, I gotta say, I expected Kassadin to stay back and really help that Lulu-Caitlyn fight so that Caitlyn could stay in this a little bit longer and not give up the gold that she's not worth.
Nah, that's not Kassadin. That's not Kassadin's job. Kassadin and Jarvan have the same job at this point. The problem is Jarvan's able to do his job a little better than Kassadin because Caitlyn is considerably weaker than Vayne.
Look at that attack speed on Vayne, just tumbling about with all them crows and stuff flying off her. Too hot.
Those are bats.
Those are bats?
Yes.
Why are bats?
Those are bats.
She's the night hunter, bro.
Dude, crows are nocturnal sometimes.
No, I think you have that take. And besides,
Crows
Swain is the raven. And ravens and crows aren't the same, I know, but they're close enough.
Close enough. They're black and they fly.
Fiddlesticks is the crows.
Anything
Yes.
that's black and flies.
All right, there's the Amu going in onto the dragon. So,
Everybody knows what's going on.
everybody knows what's up. Caitlyn's gonna shoot her little thing. Amumu is gonna get slowed by Kassadin. The dragon fight is going to transfer onto. Oh, Shen flashing the wall, gonna get it for the taunt. Kassadin's in the middle of it. Command shockwave. Shen picking up the kill. Kassadin dying in spite of Lulu ultimate because of Vayne. That's the main damage source. Nocturne trying out the fear. Jarvan gonna pick up Caitlyn. Nocturne taking a bunch of damage. Shen having to get out. That was not exactly what. That is not what We Prep 10 Minutes wanted to happen.
And honestly,
So-
that's the fight that proved, that's the proof of concept fight. That was the fight that was going to dictate how the game is going. And right now, I'm sorry to say, Prep for 10, you're going down this game. Good luck game 2.
We Prep 10
Yeah,
minutes. We Prep 10 Minutes has gonna have a little bit of coming back to do after that. You can't fight an AoE team in the jungle.
In a tiny little path.
Right.
Hey, let's fight them. Yeah.
They got a little over. They were a little overconfident in their faculties right there, and it cost them.
And I have to say, against an AoE team, Kassadin, love you so much. Getting in there, getting deep, getting kills, making your game. The problem is, you dive in on somebody, all of a sudden you're command shockwaved, you're Jarvan ulted, you're being rooted to the ground. You have 3 giant damage sources right on top of you, and there's not much you can do about it once you're in.
Well, and unfortunately for Kassadin, Vayne was there.
Speaking of Vayne, did you see Vayne literally flash over Shen and
Yeah.
run towards people?
Yeah.
Like, mechanics out the window, out for blood. There was no, oh, we gotta kill the front line so we can keep progressing towards the carries. No, we're just going to run straight through them.
Yep. Well, and that's the thing, is this front line, Nocturne and Shen, you can run straight through them. That's
But
the
you
problem.
shouldn't be allowed to.
No, you shouldn't be allowed to, but it's easy to do.
Yeah, that was terrifying to watch. Like, generally, everybody just switch over focus to Vayne when she's, like, in the middle of your team. But that didn't happen. Vayne just was in the middle of the team, killing things,
And
nobody cared.
counterclockwise, running past Jarvan and Amumu is not so easy.
Yeah. That's not so fun. But Vayne, 10,000 gold. The nearest person on We Prep for 10 minutes is actually Shen with 8,600 gold.
Speaking of Shen, he's getting attacked by 3 people. And he's trying to do his thing. Here comes Lulu. Will they turn is the question.
And Vayne coming from the back.
Vayne's begging for it. Vayne's like, please turn. Please make this a fight.
Yeah, they want it real bad.
Winning this fight ensures them a Baron. Oop.
Running into 5 members of the team does not.
Oh, well, there's Amumu with the
and there's what
Orianna
I'm
ultimate.
talking about.
Perfectly executed. Yep, and there's 2 kills for Jarvan. Nocturne and Caitlyn both going down.
This really
I
is a good
mean-
pop. But I got chased. I gotta do Baron instead.
Yeah, at this point, I'd say it's GG.
Yeah, I already said that.
Yeah.
It was GG in that last team fight.
I don't know about that.
No, it was.
I know for sure. I know for sure now.
No, every fight comes down, every game comes down, especially one that's this themed, AoE versus an assassin, it's going to come down to a proof of concept. It's going to come down to one good fight.
Oh no! Lulu with the Glitter Lance Baron steal. Ladies and gentlemen, MVP of the game. Group rate, stealing Baron with a Glitter Lance. You are welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Down but not out. We prep 10 minutes.
The shoutcaster said this game is over. No.
And then it's not.
It's still over.
No, no. You know, that's the thing with the Baron fight. Baron turns games. If they can make use of that and actually like use that to do some pushing, get some gold, not get caught by the whole team.
This fight right here turns around when Vayne hits it. Watch.
Yeah, no, it will. When Vayne comes in, this fight, especially since Kassadin was forced out. Oh man.
Vayne is literally choosing to turn back around and fight Nocturne to them.
Oh yeah,
she was gonna leave him alone, and then she's like, "Well."
This is simply a stripping of Barons. I'm sorry, it doesn't matter if you have Baron. You're too far behind for Baron to matter as far ahead as Vayne is. Yeah, you're gonna get that extra damage, that extra those extra stats.
The proper thing. Well, it's not. It has nothing to do with the buff and everything to do with the gold. The proper use of that Baron would have been to not go immediately and engage the enemy team. But unfortunately, that's not what happened for We Prep 10 minutes, and now they're definitely paying the price for their folly.
Sorry, yeah, and that's still 10k ahead. Gold buff didn't matter. That Baron steal, while awesome, you get your top 5 plays of the week right there. Didn't matter in this fight. The game had been over 2 team fights ago.
No, I disagree. I think
you can disagree all you want. I'm still right.
No, I know, because what happened was not the fact that Baron didn't matter, was that they didn't use it correctly.
There was nothing to do. Vayne was still too strong.
No, what there is to do is D up. You take Baron from them. What you're doing is you're prolonging the game. They cannot push you now because you have Baron.
But you're not prolonging the game.
They can't harass you on tower because they don't have poke. Like honestly, the proper course of action was to take the Baron, get the gold lead, say thank you very much, or get the gold from it, say thank you very much, and continue on. That is how. I've seen games turn on a dime just like that.
It still wouldn't matter. Right now, they could even with that Baron buff, they could have dove them under a tower. Vayne
it's not about the buff. It's just about the gold.
It didn't. No, I'm saying no. Even that gold didn't matter. That gold wasn't enough to change anything. Vayne is.
It would have been had they not dove in.
Sorry about that, guys. A little bit of argument going down. We're gonna let them duke it out on their argument. That's not what you guys are here to watch, is to watch 2 people argue for 5 minutes about a Baron buff. I apologize. Maybe they'll have that unsettled here in just a second. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, we prep 10 minutes, trying to hold on to that inhibitor as long as they can.
Yeah, no, their inhibitor's already gone. They just don't know it yet. They comped up to bring the fight against a team that is literally there to destroy their things, and this is going to fall. Any resistance will result in game.
Yeah, there's not really anything to do at this point. Any advantage it could have got from that Baron was lost, and now it's basically just going to be AoE team dives, not AoE team under tower, and
boom! Big ultimate coming out.
Yep. I mean,
no kills for anyone.
No kills, which is a little surprising.
So it's not over yet.
No kills is a little surprising there. We're going to have to back off and resume push elsewhere. So this one looks like it might be a slow push to win. Wards are everywhere in the middle of the base for some reason.
You gotta have vision in your own base, man. That's important. That's very important to have.
Well, you gotta be watching for that Orianna who can throw that ball over the wall and really just wreck you.
Oh, it's not their wards, it's the enemy team wards. I mean, they have inhibitors down. I guess there is a pink ward in there. This is all very strange.
keep vision on Vayne when she's stealth, I guess. I don't know.
I guess
I don't
so.
know.
Well, here comes the Shirelias. Jarvan going in. There's the Q ult combo. Demacia. Lulu is trapped inside. He's being attacked by Caitlyn and literally not caring. Caitlyn does basically nothing right now. Being 0-8 and 8. Not a good game for Caitlyn today.
But she has almost caught up in CS. So, props.
She has
No,
been doing the
she's only
farm.
40 behind now. It's fine.
Well, think about it. When you're 50 behind that far back, I mean, it should statistically keep growing that advantage against you. She's been able to keep up.
Yeah, there's not really anything to be done at this point. Anime Crossing just going to push down all of the towers.
And Vayne out there just by herself while her team takes the tower out, just taunting him.
Funny thing about Vayne, Vayne doesn't even have a damage item. I mean, she's got all attack speed and the last whisper.
That's what Vayne needs.
Yeah, blizzarding is all she needs in her life, and then she's fine.
Yeah, these turrets are just going to get pushed down. Inhibitors are going to fall. I mean, Shen running out to taunt something. He's trying to get onto Vayne. Will they be able to blow her up? It doesn't look like they're going to be able to. Pharasar going to pick up a kill on Kassadin. Vayne is going to keep attacking. She's got the lifesteal. Amumu picking up Shen. Nocturne's going to fall as well. Lulu's going to go down to Vayne. Amumu's going to get Nocturne. Double kill for Amumu. We got Jarvan chasing, Vayne picking up the ace and the double kill. That's GG, ladies and gentlemen. Anime Crossing, after 36 minutes, taking the first game. And we're going to go into game 2. It is a best of 5, yes?
Yes, it is a best of 5. So we're going to go to game 2. We're going to take a quick break. Give us just a few minutes, guys. We'll be right back.